Hello and welcome to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
And I'm Ryan Seymour, and we're coming at you like a snapping turtle.
Oh! The news is so crazy. We're just finding out. Yeah. I'm just finding out about real stories that have taken place. Okay. The Return of Wolverine.
In a lighter, more safe universe.
Environment. The Return of Wolverine #1. Chucky Soul.
Yep.
Steve McNiven. Who, as I said in the free version of this show, is absolutely channeling some Barry Windsor stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that hair.
Just, it's flowing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's locks of it.
Yeah.
Now, wait. Before you get into the actual interiors, how many different covers are there?
A lot.
Yeah.
There's just at the comic store, anybody can have level.
Yeah.
There are, I'm trying to think how many we got. Over 15 at least.
Oh my god!
Like I got a whole bunch, and they go up through they're like one for 1,000, one for 500. So I mean, there's I think there's one for 700, which is like a weird kind of milestone.
Kind of weird cutoff. Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of them.
What's the rarest of the rare?
Probably the one for 1,000, which I think is a Todd McFarlane, but it is not like an homage to that classic cover where it's like claws are popped and you can see Hulk in the reflection.
Right.
I mean, it's a cool cover, but
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. If I were Jay Liston, I would be upset. That's the inker. And to know the notion that I have to ink this that many times, I might fight somebody.
Because it's almost identical except for the costume and the hair.
The iteration of which Wolverine is different. So for this one, I've got the brown and tan.
I've got the Age of Apocalypse.
Right. So good grief.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. But I mean, it's all Wolverine. So I mean, you got to do that. Okay. We open up with a very interesting statement about he who is the man named Logan.
Yep.
Wolverine, period. A great hero. Facts. Selfless. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
that's me.
He's grown.
Yeah.
Maybe now.
Maybe. Strong.
Yeah.
Sure. Brave. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. An X-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. An Avenger.
Pretty much.
A steadfast friend.
To some.
Who would you say is Wolverine's friend?
It might be Nightcrawler.
Okay. They're friends, definitely. I said that's more mentor.
Yeah, that's true.
Kitty Pryde's still mentor.
Still mentor.
So, Nightcrawler.
Scott Summers?
No. How many times did you try to bang his chick?
Every time.
The facts of that one are so real. Every time. An implacable enemy. Yeah. I'll give you that one. He was dead.
Yes.
Now, he's not. Chapter 1. Hell.
H-E double hockey sticks.
That's an intro.
Which makes me kind of wonder, is this he's not actually
alive
yet?
Sir, you might have just did something there. We start off with Wolverine bent over in painful...
Yes, he looks like he's been in a fight.
Yeah.
The claws look like it's like superheated almost.
Superheated, especially when he dips them into a pool of blood and it sizzles.
Yeah, and it's like a deep pool of blood.
Yeah,
Not like your normal pool of blood.
No, it's a very Logan-sized pool of blood. Where it looks like he's sitting, though, it looks like very organic.
Yeah, it really does.
Place, which is really kind of creeptastic.
Yeah, because it's not maybe it's a cave, but at the same time, the way it's drawn is very
I don't know, or it's interior. Inside your body.
Yeah.
It looks kind of crazy. Looking at his hands, his claws have cooled.
Yes.
To the point of steaming. And he's finally able to retract them just a little bit.
Yeah.
And we take note that there is a lot of dead around him.
Some people with models missing their heads.
Yeah.
Which is pretty gnarly.
That guy his arm is barely there.
Yeah.
This is barely their arm. The top of his head has been removed.
Yeah.
That guy's arm is totally severed.
Yeah, it would suck to be every single one of those guys because I don't think any of them were quick and painless, surrounded by their friends and family.
No,
kind of
good
deaths.
grief! They barely got to say bye to each other. That's.
But what I'm finding interesting is because there's this giant saber-toothed tiger in this plastic cage, and then there's like a mammoth or a mastodon in a plastic cage.
Yes.
What did that to these people?
Right, because they're in cages.
Yeah, Was it Wolverine that went ham?
I mean, considering how blood-soaked he is, I would kind of say more than likely. He definitely did that. But while he is surveying this place, very curious, very unsure, he notices there's a wound in his side that is not healing.
Which is, like, weird.
That's a straight-up gash.
Yeah.
From the corner, a voice begs for some water.
Yeah.
Some agua.
Yeah.
And Logan happens to have water.
Yeah.
Available.
Man, which is weird, because now I'm wondering more and more.
Dude, since you said that, I'm like,
And I just like something I just thought of, because
dude, that's a good call. This guy is a black scientist. He's missing a shoe. That's how hardcore this is.
Yeah.
He's missing a shoe.
I don't think his leg is supposed to point that direction.
No, it definitely is not. He's borderline Lieutenant Danning.
Yeah.
But
now
he's
kicking
like
for the Browns.
low blow. He's like, hey, listen, they killed you. How are you here?
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of an interesting sort of thing. Like, this guy is basically asking for help.
Yeah.
From Wolverine to 86, the group of people who are supposedly responsible for all the carnage in the room.
Yeah.
Now, here's where that becomes questionable for me. They're like, he's like, are you him? Like, he knows what Wolverine is, but he's not sure that this is Wolverine.
Yeah. And how is that? Because there's Old Man Logan running around. Like, but yeah, the scientist, the doctor seems almost as confused as Wolverine does.
Right. Very, very much so. This is a weird sort of thing, but like their wounds are mirroring each other of sorts.
Yeah.
So like the doc has the gash on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Even the blood around his mouth and nose is like a mirror of what Wolverine has.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that, but yeah.
It's you know, it's a couple readings into it. You kind of notice some things. The doc asks Logan to put him out of his misery though, because he's like, look, these people are going to come back. It's going to be bad. They're going to do things to me because I have knowledge that they want, and I need to be out of this.
Yeah, because that's the only way he's going to be safe.
Right. Is to be dead. What an oxymoronic statement, but fear-filled, honest.
And you look when you purchase your copy and you look through it. I mean, it is a it's a carnal house. Like, it's just.
I mean, it's brutal. It's brutal. The floor is very sticky. There's no two ways about that. So as Wolverine is arguably considering it,
because he's paused. Like, he hasn't pulled his hand away,
but he hasn't popped the claws yet.
Yeah.
So he's still taking this in. Like, okay, why are you asking me to do this?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a grenade is thrown into the room.
Yeah.
And it goes kablooey. Thoom is the word. Blows Wolverine to all pieces. But he's Wolverine.
Yeah.
He'll get better.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that.
The doctor no longer has to worry about Wolverine making a decision. He's
got a big old shard in his face. Big glass piece. But what actually was surrounded by glass, sir?
I would say the saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, that could be problematic.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that being an issue.
That is a gigantic, and it's on fire too. So like its hair is burning. It's like super metal.
It's a super metal saber tooth. Okay, I mean, what do you do? Like this? Okay, let's go for what this cat is right now. This cat is suffering. In its suffering, it chooses to attack Wolverine. Why? Did Wolverine hurt it?
It's there.
He's just there.
Yeah.
Like an easy target.
Yeah.
Perhaps. And so Wolverine says, "Get off me, kitty," which sparks a memory.
If we haven't made it clear yet, he is very confused. He does not know anything about what's going on whatsoever.
That is correct. But before anything further can actually happen to endanger him, the Sabretooth is taken out by the woolly man.
Yeah.
The Mastodon has come through and gored and smashed this thing to pieces.
Yeah, because that tusk is not...
Yeah, no, it's not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're reviewing it, we're spoiling it, so let's go with what you were saying.
Yeah.
if this is Wolverine in hell,
Mhm.
so all these things are representations of
Yeah.
things about Wolverine. Clearly, the Sabretooth would be Sabretooth.
Sabretooth.
Who is the Mastodon?
I don't know. That is a hole in my planner because I can't think of who it would
Right,
be.
like who is an elephant-esque character? I mean, what's the breakdown for a Mastodon?
Yeah.
Does the Juggernaut have an issue with Sabretooth?
No, but I just think that's the closest.
That's the
It
but
doesn't necessarily have to have the issue with Sabretooth. It's in, if this is his hell.
right. But I mean, it doesn't attack him though, which is why I'm asking, because it doesn't attack Wolverine.
Yeah.
It takes out the Sabretooth and then leaves.
Maybe something Savage Landsy?
Oh, that's maybe.
then-
Maybe. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right,
Yeah,
so
Scott yelled that or whispered that from the sideline. It was
What?
kind of creepy.
What was it?
Savage Lands.
oh, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good one. So as Wolverine is taking in what just happened, he
Yeah.
hears gunshots, brah, brah, brah,
Yeah.
and then he starts internal monologuing
Yeah.
with his bloody reflection.
Yeah. And it's the visual. McNiven killed it with this. It's
Yeah.
such a creepy visual.
Yeah.
And just seeing, because the version of him that's reflecting from the pools of blood,
Mhm.
which are various iterations of him,
Right.
like Weapon X,
Right.
Patch from
Right.
Matterport. Because if you just put an eye patch on Wolverine, nobody will know it's Wolverine.
No, at all.
It's best
Because,
costume ever.
You know,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, his name is Patch, not Logan.
Yeah.
5 letters, 1 word. Can't be the same.
Pshaw.
Come on. But he's moving out from this cave.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I think is really interesting. Like, it goes from this high-tech facility to literally a cave
Yeah.
into the open wilderness, where the woolly mammoth has been shot to pieces.
Which seems like a waste. Like if you went to all that trouble to clone and bring an extinct animal back to life,
I mean,
why are you gonna shoot it?
true. Too true. In the distance, a jeep drives off, and it's filled with some soldiers.
Yeah.
Well armed.
Yeah, heavily body armored. Like the only soft spot in their armor is maybe where their eyes are.
Right.
But that's so they can see.
Right. Because they don't have Batman level gear.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they leave behind a single bike and a gun,
Yeah.
which, again, this is playing into your theory, though, really strongly, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Because if they've got all of that technology,
Right.
all of that setup, why would you?
Why would you leave any form of escape?
Yeah.
Anything. Logan takes off after him, and there is a camp.
Yeah.
Where these soldiers are there. They are asking for everyone to assemble. There are other scientist-looking folks, families, everyone wearing this uniformed
With the
insignia,
symbol. Yeah.
which obviously shows like they're part of something.
Some kind of group, science.
Yeah.
Maybe bad guys. I don't know. Something not good, probably, just based on the way everything else is about to
Pretty
happen.
much. So one of the soldiers points at a young man, and the mother is like, "Please, not right. Don't do this. I'm begging you."
Yeah.
But he doesn't even say anything. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like the most menacing point
Yeah.
I've seen in
'Cause
all
it's
of comic
the,
books.
like,
Yeah.
Or looking.
It's the monkey on the stairs from Family Guy. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this is.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Can I just say that this has got to be the slowest moving motorcycle to ever exist?
Yeah. Because it's.
Literally, like, okay, he's up on a hill, and by the time he gets down to the hill, the entire facility is on fire.
Yeah. Everybody's gone too, for the most part.
Yeah, like these people have like murdered everyone.
Yeah.
There's a scientist running, a sniper
Yeah.
in a bell tower.
Yeah.
Knocks this guy out.
Yeah.
With a brutal shot through
Yeah.
the midsection, and
Barry Windsor Smith is being channeled.
I mean,
something fierce.
spirit animal, burned essence. I literally thought that maybe what happened was Barry Windsor Smith inked this, but it's Jay Liston. So super channel.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, guide thy hand, thy son. Wolverine jumps into action and starts to fire upon these guys.
Yeah.
Seemingly takes this dude out. Quick shot.
Yeah.
Ping, ping. It's weird because Wolverine's using a gun.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
But
he did that in Weapon X days.
Yeah.
He did that. Shoots the soldier in the face.
Yeah.
Knocks the faceplate off. And we see an Omega Red symbol
Yeah.
on its head.
Yeah.
And then one of the tendrils comes out. So it's almost like beyond the grave even.
Yeah.
This Omega Red thing wakes up, picks up the gun, shoots at Logan,
Yeah.
and blows up the bike and knocks him out.
Yeah, and if you've got Omega Red, like,
Why are you shooting?
why?
at
Yeah,
people? Omega Red absorbs life energies. That's what he does. But okay.
Yeah.
So then we are in this dreamy sequence.
Yeah.
Which you can tell from the blue overtones. I think it's a really great use of color, actually.
Yeah.
It's really, really smart. I should do things like that in my comics because I think it's a great way to signify changes in time. Let's see. We've got a very gnarly version of Wolverine.
Very, very short haircut, a lot of scars about the head area. Bub.
Yeah.
Bub. Bub. Just
Only
keep saying
repeating that. Like,
Yeah.
that's not creepy at all.
Yeah, not one bit.
Not at all. And then we have, presumably, Logan.
Yeah, the one that we think we're following.
Right. Being guided around through this prison.
Yeah.
And this woman that's taking him
Yeah.
is like, hey, don't get too close.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's in a cell. What's he gonna? Meh. Yeah.
Attacks, arms through, claws popped.
Wolverine is trying to get you.
Yeah.
We see another Wolverine, clothed,
Yeah.
quiet,
Yeah.
sitting there,
Pensive.
very. And she says, "Nothing in here gets out without a key. You can let them out, if you want to. It's totally up to you."
And then the next panel, which this giant, tons and tons of cells, and like real old school prison style. Like it looks like hell.
The worst. But in this in these cells, there are different time-specific iterations of many people.
Yeah.
Storm, Weapon X, old school Sabretooth, Cyclops, the original Catsuit Wolverine, and Lady Deathstrike. This says a lot.
And there's no way this is an actual prison. Like, there's no way these people out of time can be kept in this.
No way, no way. So he has this key. He's like, any door. He's like, how about what about this thing?
Yeah, and because it's weird because it's a wall.
Right. It's not a cell.
Yeah.
It's a wall bricked up, 3 red dots, circles even painted on it. And it's like, oh no, not that one. Don't do that one. That's closed up for a reason.
Yeah.
If you look in there, you'd be very upset.
Yeah. That seems like a place I would want to look.
I just to see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, why can I just let me cut out a brick, and peek, see what's in there. He's like, who are you? And she's like, my name is Persephone.
Which, from earlier in the book,
Mhm.
everybody's talking about Persephone from this particular group is a horrible person, and she's trying to murder the world.
Bad, very bad. Persephone, fire, burn.
Because what's she doing in his
In his dream place. Don't know, but she gives him the kissy face.
Yeah, a little bit of a smooch.
To try to, I don't know, distract, diminish any sort of bad vibes that he might have. Maybe. And then all of a sudden he's pushed to wake up.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is Persephone claims that she has brought Wolverine back to life.
Yes.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Persephone, from Greek mythology,
Mhm.
spent 6 months in hell.
Mhm.
She went down there after...
Hades was permitted to abduct her.
Right. And...
She ate a pomegranate.
Right. Because her mother, Demeter, went down to go get her.
Yeah.
And the statement was, as long as she didn't eat anything, she could get
Yep.
free. She ate like 6 pomegranate seeds,
Yeah.
which is why she spent 6 months in hell.
Yeah.
She's also supposed to represent the spring,
Mhm.
which is why fall and summer, or fall and winter,
Yeah.
that's when she's in hell.
And Demeter's very sad.
Yes. And so everything kind of sucks.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your little Greek history lesson, courtesy of us. Wolverine wakes up, and the mother of the kid that got abducted, she's still alive.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Suspect.
Very. Everyone else is gone. The place has literally been burned to the ground.
Yeah. And what's weird is nobody's there except for them.
Right. Nothing. She's asking him to help, and is like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're the Wolverine. He's like, what is that?
Yeah. He still has no idea who he is, what he is, anything.
I got nothing. And so he starts to recount what he remembers.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at, lady. I just woke up,
Yeah.
and everything started happening. There was an explosion.
Yeah.
I ended up fighting a saber-tooth.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Flash, bluish
Sabretooth.
thing, Sabretooth saying, I hate you.
He says, I can fight, and I know stealing kids is wrong. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that wound that's in his side still won't heal.
Won't heal. Everything else he's been through, I mean, he's been set on fire, pounced on by a saber-tooth.
Yep.
But that one won't. Very interesting. She gives him the rundown, a basic rundown of what it means to be Wolverine. You can find the tiniest sense on the wind. You can hunt. You can kill.
Yeah.
You can kill anything.
Yeah.
That's a wild statement.
Yeah.
Then we get to see what is probably the most horrific dead body I've seen in a comic book for a long time.
I hadn't fully appreciated the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he burned? I
mean,
guess.
maybe
That's a terrible looking.
that's not somebody who went out like a champ.
Yeah, no, he
That's-
didn't have a good time.
Yeah.
Not a good time of it at all. Wolvie goes in to get stitched up, literally stapled.
Which is so weird for Wolverine to have to.
It's like, hey, this is totally like pulled from Roadhouse though.
Yeah.
Like he's like sitting up in there and she's like chkunk chkunk.
Yep.
I watched that movie a lot. I like
It's a
that movie.
good movie.
It's a great
Hope
movie.
they never remake it.
Didn't they already?
Is
do
there a
that?
Roadhouse remake
I
coming?
think there is. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Look, pain don't hurt. It's all
Yeah.
right. Don't worry about it. It's all good. She pulls out a costume for him, and this is the one that's been promoted as the new costume for Wolverine. No real rhyme or reason for it. I can't say that anybody else was wearing anything similar. Like
Yeah.
it just kind of exists there. But she's trying to like remind him of
Yeah.
who he is.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got 3 stories that'll paint that picture for you. He's like, let me hear it.
Yeah.
Let's go. The first one she knows because she was there. She saw it happen.
Yeah.
She was like, hey,
Yeah.
this is it. A dude basically builds like an exosuit,
Mhm.
Gatling guns on
Yeah.
the side, and they're clearly in a foreign country, somewhere not that well off.
Yeah.
And dude starts like firing on the masses.
Yeah.
And aims to go at a hospital.
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong. That's just wrong.
Yeah, it seems
okay?
really bad.
Yeah. And Wolverine jumps in.
Yeah.
And this whole story is about how the colors that he wears, the blue and the gold,
Yeah.
how those colors are specifically worn to draw the eye from enemies,
Yeah.
so that they can't stop looking at him. It's just
Yeah.
this wild frame of colors that they're like,
Yeah.
what? Let me shoot at that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a genius move
Yeah.
of sorts. What happens though if you think about it, because this is such a Michigan fan sort of way to
Yeah.
go about life. If I shoot at you enough,
Mhm.
don't the colors go away because I've shot it all to pieces?
You would think.
So then what happens?
You just admit Urban Meyer owns you.
Okay, fair game.
That's-
That's what I thought. So
we just lost every viewer.
or maybe we didn't.
Maybe.
So he gets shot up, gets up because he's Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's what he does. And he goes and he takes out this kid.
Yeah, murderizes the person in the mech armor.
Very, very much so. And so he gets dressed and is like, okay, I'll jump in here and I'll do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And we get this flashback place where he's opened up a door and it's the X-Men Wolverine
Yeah.
that he's let out, the hero
Mhm.
Wolverine. And he has accepted this mission.
Yeah,
He's ready.
this and the reoccurring theme of 3 red dots
Mhm.
because you got the symbol for the bad guys, the thing on the brick wall,
It's on his belt,
his belt.
right?
Yeah, I mean you're not gonna have a Wolverine-sized outfit just
Right? Just randomly around. I mean, because Wolverine's not the tallest guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, this has got to be specially made. So yeah, the 3 dots it's got to be something.
Yeah.
Something very important. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go get your kid. He's with this Soteria people.
Yeah.
They're saying that Persephone is the devil, and he's like, well, then let's go meet the devil.
Yeah.
Which is a very Wolverine thing to do.
Yeah.
Popping claws. Man, if this isn't Barry Windsor Smith.
Yeah,
Oh my
no, it
God.
totally is, and
Oh
in
my
in the
goodness.
best way because it's such a cool.
It is such a good shot.
It's that same sort of vibe. Like he's gonna pop claws. At
Oh, yeah.
some point he's gonna pop claws, and it's kind of like in Old Man Logan, the original run with Mark. He's going to, when he does, you're still like, yeah,
This just happened. It's about to go down. This was a very interesting read.
Mhm.
Your sudden realization that perhaps he is in hell has changed everything that I considered about this book.
Because some of the stuff makes more sense.
It
like,
really, really does.
On the surface, it's like super straightforward, but like with some questions, but with like twists, like maybe he's not out of the adamantium yet.
Right. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
You've given me a new perspective, and I might actually like this more now, just because you said that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
now
that was
there's a
good.
reference to Persephone being the devil.
Right. There's a lot there. There's a
Yeah.
lot to unpack. Check it out. Return of Wolverine #1. Is this a weekly, monthly? What is this?
Monthly, I believe.
Monthly? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a slow burn. We'll probably come back to this one.
Yeah.
And definitely see where it takes
Yeah.
us. Hopefully it'll be something that reinvigorates the Wolverine character.
Yeah.
Lord knows he's been missing for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
And Charles did an amazing job with the death of Wolverine.
That is true.
Which
That is true.
An incredible miniseries, and recommend picking it up in trade.
yes,
So
although I'd still say that he should have died by a concussion.
yeah,
That would have been awesome. Because it was foreshadowed in there.
Yeah.
It was in there. I'm just throwing it out there. Guys, thank you so very much for being our Patreon members. We thoroughly appreciate it.
Yes.
Definitely spread the word. Tell your friends. Buy it for a family member.
yeah, it's we're the gift that keeps on giving all year round.
That's right. At least once a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice.